Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today I'm looking at the Hot Wheels Star Wars General Grievous's wheel bike. Now the wheel bike made its first on-screen appearance in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now in Revenge of the Sith, we do see General Grievous's wheel bike in this configuration. However, I would really enjoy if Hot Wheels made the same exact model. However, instead of the legs being folded up in the back so it can roll away, if the legs were in a walker position, because that would be sick. Let me know in the comments below if you would love to see that model as well. Anywho, there was a lot of hype on this model, and for good reason. It is very unique, it stands out, and we do have a lot to cover. So first, for the size of this model, it is about 2 3/4 inches long, which is very nice. So you guys know the drill by now. We're going to take a look at the mold, look at the paint, put on a stand, compare it to some other ships, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. Kicking off this review, looking at the mold, like always, I will go over the major sections of the vehicle, and then we'll get nice and close to see all the fine details. I have to admit, after looking at this, it's a pretty unique model. I'm very happy with it. Now, is it perfect? You know, some people might have a fault with it, but on the whole, pretty damn nice. So up first, we have our rim right here. Looking good, some details in there. Same for this side. Now attached to that, we do have our teeth, which grinds into the terrain and lets us then move. Pretty awesome. We have our legs with copyright crap, some nice detailing. Looking good. Again, wish they made a version with these extended, but what are you going to do? We have a seat, General Grievous with his controls, some beautiful details in there. Awesome stuff. On this side, you can see more detail. Looking amazing. And then right here, we have our double laser cannon, which is sick. And we have some other details. Looking good. Peg port for our stand. Just a very unique ship. Well, vehicle. This is awesome. So now let's get a closer look. Alright, having a closer look, we'll begin looking at the wheel first. So as we can see, it's beautifully detailed. I love the molding on here. It sort of reminds me of the Stargate, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but nicely done. I think that came out great. Now, I want to mention the teeth here, which are just basically rectangles with some molding on it. But there's more than meets the eye, because if you look inside, there's actually some molding on these bad boys. And the inner wall. And that is very welcome. And one thing you might be noticing is, there's no screws or rivets, because everything's hidden. As you can see, we have one right here, one right there, and then one on the bottom. And I believe that is one right there where it's a cylinder. But everything is hidden and locked away, and I think that is great. But back to the detail, just awesome stuff. And that's the same on this side. Basically, they're identical, but beautifully detailed. I think this came out great. Now for the legs, we have some beautiful angles here, a couple recessed sections. I love the feet here, all folded up. Amazing looking. The copper sections are pretty awesome as well. Pretty cool. And that's the same for this side. Copyright crap here. Nice recessed section. Nice toes. Pretty awesome. And then we have the top right there. Now if we look on this side, you can see there is some details there. They didn't skimp on any of the work on here, which is nice. Now looking at the gun, you can see it's beautifully done. Some nice details here with the double barrels. Fantastic stuff. I always love designs like this where the weapon or cockpit on one side, little hair there, and then a pilot on the other. I don't know why, but an awesome gun. Now looking underneath the gun, we can see all these nice molded sections here. Looks like a couple wheels, maybe your gear. Beautifully done. For the center console, look at all that. That is amazing. Little control panel there. This is sick. Amazing stuff. And then that metal extrudes out this way. Pretty cool. Nice molding on this piece as well. Now looking at General Grievous, I had to redo my lights. It was too overexposed. But down here we have this nice foot pedal, which is beautifully molded. We can see his feet grasping it, which is pretty cool. His shins, his knee, legs all molded nicely, his arms, chest cavity, and then we have his head, which everything's there. His fins, his eyes. I just wish it had a little wash on there to make everything pop more. Then we have the chair, which is the same color as he is. Don't know if I agree with that, but, you know, it doesn't look bad. The detailing is there. And then, of course, we do have this section here for his controls. All in all, beautifully detailed. So that does it for the mold. This is a magnificent piece, and I can see why many people are after it. So now, let's take a look at the paint. And now looking at that paint job of the wheel bike, we have about 8 different colors here. First of all, we have gray for the teeth and support structures. Looking pretty good. As well as the double laser cannon. Then we have darker gray with copper for the legs. Pretty good color choice in my opinion. Then we have, I guess we could call it a bronze ring going around the vehicle. Pretty cool. And it goes well with the main color, which I guess I would say it's metallic silver. If that makes any sense, because silver is metallic. But you know what I mean, it's silver. And it's shiny, and it's a beautiful color choice. Just awesome. It's also in the back, in the center. Pretty cool. We also see that silver right here on the controls for General Grievous, as well as his foot pedal. So pretty sharp. Now for Grievous in his chair, we're looking at an off tan. Pretty cool. Black eyes. And then all these sections are metallic gold. Pretty cool. All in all, a beautifully painted ship. So now that we're done with the mold and the paint, let's put this baby back on a stand, compare it to some other ships, and then we'll be done. And just like other Hot Wheels ships, you get a cool translucent stand with the CIS symbol. Peg it in the port like so, hear that click. And just like that, you're good to go. For a size comparison with General Grievous's wheel bike seen in the center, on the right hand side we have Luke Skywalker's land speeder. And on the left hand side we have the AAT, the Trade Federation tank. I'm really hoping with the return of the Clone Wars, Hot Wheels gives us a nice CIS color scheme. And for a bonus size comparison with the General Grievous wheel bike seen in the center, on the right hand side we have the Hot Wheels Sandcrawler, cool looking vehicle there, and on the left we have the Hot Wheels TIE Bomber. And that does it today for my review of the Hot Wheels Star Wars General Grievous's wheel bike. In short, this thing is amazing. If I had it a couple weeks ago, it probably would have been in my top 10. It's that good in my opinion. At first glance, you go, but after looking at it like we did, it has tons and tons of detail, hidden detail, and the ship, well, vehicle itself is very, very unique. And I stand by my words, if Hot Wheels remade the same exact ship with the legs extended in a walking position, I would buy it again. It's that good. Paint-wise, I love what they did here with the gray and different metallic colors, and then we have Grievous with that gold. Looks fantastic in my opinion. Like I normally say, I would have loved a little wash on here to make the details pop even more than they do. But regardless, great job. And also it comes with that great translucent stand which you can go on and it blends in with the rest of the collection, which is awesome. So that's everything I have to say about this beautiful ship today. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, hit that like button. And if you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching today. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody!